Hello everyone, today we're going to take a look at a gaming vest from Woojer. Now this vest features 6 high-fidelity haptic transducers, built-in dual Bluetooth 5 for bi-directional pairing, and a premium build quality. And in this review, I'm going to tell you all you need to know about this vest. And without wasting much time, my name is Onye, and this is the Woojer Vest 3. Welcome back guys, and before we get started, I'd like to disclose that this vest was sent to me for free. However, this video is not sponsored and my thoughts and opinions remain entirely personal. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, now in the box you get a quick start guide, safety and warranty sheet, a charging adapter, and lastly, the Vest 3. Now at the time of this video, this vest comes in at about $499 in the US, and depending on where you buy it from, you can find all kinds of promos running. And currently I've seen this vest for as low as $399 directly on Woojer's website. Now this isn't something that most people will buy on an impulse. It's for folks who dive deep into immersive gaming, VR or spatial audio, and for people who are looking to take their experience to another level. Now if you're interested in purchasing this vest, links will be in the description below. Let's take a close look at this vest. The Vest 3 weighs about 2.5 kilograms. You can feel the weight at first, but thanks to the weight distribution and the padding, it doesn't become uncomfortable. And speaking of comfort, the vest is adjustable and it fits a variety of body types, and it feels like a tactical vest more than a wearable gadget, but in a very good way. Now let's take a look at the build quality. Now honestly, the build quality exceeded my expectations. Now nothing about this vest feels cheap. The build quality is impressive, and everything from the fabric to the fine detailed stitching feels very high quality and premium. Now let's take a look at the features. Now this vest packs 6 haptic transducers across the torso and the back. So you have 4 in the front and 2 at the back. Now these aren't just rumble motors, they are precision haptics that react to low frequency audio in real time. Now let's take a look at how it works. Now this vest sits between your source and your destination devices, and it intercepts the audio from your source device, and it reacts to the intensity of the audio by producing vibrations in real time. And it then sends you a feed of the same audio to the destination device, which can be your speakers, your headphones, sound systems. And the great thing with this connection is it can be both wired or completely wireless, or a combination of both. Now the vest works with gaming consoles, PCs and mobile devices, and even VR headsets. And yes, you can even use it to feel your music too. And listening to bass-heavy tracks becomes a whole body experience with this vest. Now let's take a look at the controls. Now the controls of this vest are very intuitive, and they're located at the front chest panel. Now looking at the buttons, you've got the power button, the volume up and down buttons, the haptic intensity buttons, and you can connect to this vest via a 3.5mm aux cable, a USB-C cable, or via Bluetooth. And there's even a companion mobile app for tweaking settings further. Now let's look at the battery life of this vest. Now the battery life is advertised as 8 hours. However, keep in mind that real-world battery life will be dependent on whether you're playing on high haptic intensity with Bluetooth turned on. Now charging is done via the USB-C, and it takes about 3 hours to go from 0 to 100%. Now let's take a look at the Bluetooth and connectivity. On the connectivity front, Bluetooth 5.0 ensures low latency, and the wired options gives you the flexibility if you're ever worried about lag in competitive gaming. There's also a Woojer mobile app, and honestly it's very good, and you can use it to adjust the haptic intensity, check the battery level, switch between input modes, and even update the firmware. Now the app is not something that you're going to always pull out and use every day. Once you've made your necessary settings and fine-tuning, it saves itself onto the vest, and you won't need to pull out the app every single time. But it's definitely a nice to have. Although I do wish it has a bit more customization for things like EQ settings or game specific profiles. But for what it is, it definitely works, and it makes setup easier, especially if you're new to the vest. Now when it comes to gaming, the vest actually works to give you an immersive experience with the gaming. Although sometimes I feel that the vest is a little bit sensitive to the sound effects and the music from the actual gaming, and the whole experience becomes rather overwhelming. But a little fine-tuning on the app can easily iron out all these issues. And when it comes to shooting games, I would recommend dialing down the music of the game just so that the vest doesn't respond to the music as much as the impact in the actual gaming. And I feel like this generally improves the experience that you have. In terms of games that actually work well with this, I enjoyed a lot of flight simulation games. I feel that the impact and the vibrations from the vest actually puts you in the pilot seat, and it just gives a whole new experience. And the same goes to driving games as well, or any game that has a lot of high impact environmental sounds. These work perfect with these vests. Keep an eye on your music levels and dial them down to get the best balance. It doesn't work straight out of the box and give you a wow experience. You do have to play with the settings just to get the fine tuning of where you like things to be, because the vibrations that come from the vest could be very intense. And when it comes to listening to music, again, if you really love bass and you really want to feel the impact of all the bass notes and the kick drum, these vests will take you to another level. However, I feel music might not be for everyone wearing these vests. You do really need to enjoy that really intense feeling to appreciate what's coming from the vest. And the same thing goes to movies as well, just for the fact you don't have control over the sounds that come from the movie. But again, it's really down to how you want to experience what you're looking at or listening to. Okay, now before I give my recommendations for this vest, here are a few points to consider. And the first point is the pricing. Now, at close to $500, this can be a little bit pricey, and I think it's a serious commitment. Be sure to check the links below for the more updated pricing, because I've seen the prices come down recently. For me, it's not something that I'm going to wear for every single gaming experience or every single movie or music I listen to. It's more an occasional use for me, those particular moments where I want to take my experience to the next level, or there's a particular game that I really want to experience with the vest. Those are times when I can really get excited about picking up this vest and really enjoying the whole experience. But for those people that are really into VR headset and immersive experiences, I think these vests make a great addition. Okay, now the last point to consider is the audio calibration. Now, it takes a little bit of trial and error. You need to find a sweet spot where the vest enhances the experience without being overwhelming. And there's no one setting fits all. You need to adapt the settings for different experiences. And in my opinion, I think it's actually a really good thing, because you get to really fine-tune things and make them as intense as you wish. Okay then, would I recommend this vest? Now, if you're a core gamer and you're into VR and you care a lot about immersive experiences, then yes. Now, this is a crazy piece of tech, and it adds a whole new layer of immersion. The vibrations from the vest is insane, and they definitely don't disappoint. Okay guys, that's it from me. Please let me know if you've tried anything like this before and what you think about it in the comments below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to stay connected, and until next time, my name is Onyi, and I'll see you in the next video.